I've always loved playing chess. The motives of cold calculation always coalesced quite well with my ideas of what a man should be. Someone stoic, under control, and moved only by a purpose, but somewhere within my tapestry DNA always lay this aversion to becoming a pawn. I've grown quite accustomed to being taken advantage of. So for years, I've perfected this almost immaculate masquerade. I've imagined myself a knight, but fate, she plays this game with two queens. She put me in check when she reminded me that no matter how far in life I go, knights, we only take L's. She said at least pawns have potential, and new rooks in the field can castle and kingdom. So I've been to many bishops, but they only slant the truth. And I've tried being a king, but the king is only a figurehead. And no matter how hard he tries, in all of his existence, he can only move one man. And we know that the queen has always been the most powerful. But knights, they only take L's. So welcome to the legend of it all, of Arthur without Excalibur, a poet without his pen, of inspiration unshackled. Welcome to the smorgasbord of scraps, a feast for the fragments, the shreds of my humanity that were left behind by the maggots. Medical school was a death that I was ill prepared for. No wonder I wore my finest to that funeral of a white coat ceremony. I died the day that I realized my poetry couldn't follow me here. It was a divorce too cataclysmic for the heavens to look down on. So I know why the sun don't smile in Philly, why the summertime simmers to a sizzle and the snow of the reaper season shimmies into my winter boots. It is because I now stand on a frigid foundation, and that fire that was in my bones has found its way to rapture. So every day for the last year, I've lived my life as if heaven was a mile away, only to look down and find myself on a treadmill. And I wouldn't mind all this cardio if somehow it would cause my heart to beat up out of this Alcatraz of a chest, if it would force the impurities out of my soul and force me to drink deeply of inspiration. But my soul, unlike my body, is not so easily deceived. It is quite aware of when it is stagnant. So my heart has been neutral for a while now. But my poetry demands the love and the war out of me, the Aries and Aphrodite, the blood and the caress, the sanguine and the choleric. But the funny thing is that I'm all out of humor these days, so I find myself wishing against that cemetery sky again, hoping that somewhere among all those light years is the moment that I chose medicine. And this time, I channel my inner Adam, stand before that tree of knowledge and good and evil, and I would know that intellect is far less valuable than life. I choose life, I choose blood, I choose poetry. I just want to write as if the syllables of my next poem could supernova everything, turn back the leaflets of life's tragedy and pen it into a masterpiece, something immaculate, a manifesto with no remorse, the magnum opus of a lifetime. I would write as if this poem would keep my father from ever leaving, if I could exsanguinate the orifice of every pen in existence, if that poem was enough to eradicate my mother's deportation from history's memoir. I would write as if it would spare my brother and I from the embarrassment and abuse of a stepmother who saw more slave than son in either of us. I would write the demons away, write my soul into an exorcism, pen the flesh onto my closet skeleton so that they too can leave whole. I just want to write again, as if my life depended on it, because it does. And if you told me that it would take a once-in-a-lifetime shot to have her back again, I would scale Philly's highest mountaintop the next time the full moon pumps her life into the night sky. and I would snatch the stars up out the sky, skin something surgical. Re-sew this tapestry DNA of mine. Weave Orion's constellation into the places where the fear once stood. Walk back into that playroom where fate and I barter over board games. And say, see? The greatest sacrifice in the name of love that the night sky has ever known. And I will take its place. If only I can have my poetry again. Because that way, I never have to take another L again. Checkmate.